Hey guys, Denise here from Sewlimitless, and in today's video I want to talk about this outfit that I made. It's a two-piece outfit and it actually turned out much better than I kind of thought it would. So let's get started. First of all, welcome back to the channel. If you are returning, if you're new here, then hi, my name is Denise, and what I want to talk about today is this project that I did for Minerva. They are Minerva fabrics out of the UK. I am a Minerva brand ambassador. They have gifted me this fabric, and basically I choose a different fabric every month or so. So this time around, I'm going to read what it is. It's Lurex Rib Textured Stretch Knit. And I believe I have a close-up picture that I can show you of what it looks like. The fabric is, it's really gorgeous. It is a silver with silver threads going through it. Think like a rib knit, but with silver thread. I think you can see this. This is some leftover that I have. That's like the last little bit of it. So when I first got that fabric, I knew what I wanted to make was like a cowl neck type of top. So that's the first piece that I did. And for that, I used my go-to pattern. I've talked about it many times, the Angela Wolf Ruched T. It's one of my favorite patterns. Now, what's interesting about that one is that this, which is a sweater knit, is the same fabric as this one here. And you can see the difference in how the collar, this is a very soft fabric, so the collar really lays. This one is a stiffer fabric, so it's more of a stand-up kind of a collar. It gives it like a bigger, it actually looks like it's bigger, but they're both the same. Like I said, I use the same pattern for both of these, but that's the Angela Wolf Ruched T. Now, this fabric does not have a tremendous amount of stretch, which is fine. It's a knit, but it's not super stretchy. So it's more, think of a stable knit. It's more like that. But it worked out great for this top. I did this mostly pretty much completely on the serger, with the exception of when I had to do the hems. I did that, of course, on the regular sewing machine. And I believe I used a double needle with the hems around the sleeve and the bottom of the top. So I did just do a double needle on that, and that worked out great. Now, the fabric itself, it washes and dries great because I always wash my fabric first before I do anything with it. That way, if I'm going to have a problem or if it's going to shrink or anything, I want all of that out of the way before I actually cut into it to start to make anything. But it sewed really easily. There were no issues as far as with the type of threads or anything like that going through the fabric. I had no problems with this at all. Now I do see some silvery glitter throughout the sewing room, so I have to like kind of vacuum up. I haven't, but it's not crazy. I mean, it's just here and there. I see some glitter, a little silver, a little sparkle here and there, but that's it. There were no issues or anything like that with cutting this out. I did the skirt because I had quite a bit of fabric left over after making the top, and like I said, I've made this many times before. I wanted to use the fabric since I already had it out. I figured I might as well see if I could do something else, and what I did for the skirt was another Angela Wolf pattern. It's called the Kate skirt. I've made this one before. Now, the pattern is for woven fabric, and as I said, this is a knit. There is a side zipper in the pattern. I went ahead, I did keep the zipper in the side with this pattern in particular. Most of her seam allowances are 1/2 inch, so knowing that I was using a knit, I knew I was going to have to adjust that. Now, I have done this in a knit fabric before, but what I ended up doing with my other one is putting elastic along the back inside the waistband. This time I didn't really want to do that, so I did a 5/8 of an inch seam on the side where the zipper is. I just did that, and on the other side I adjusted that seam. That one, it was like 1.5 inches that I took in. or 1.5 inch seam allowance on that side. So I was able to cut some off. I still left it wide and just pressed it flat, because if I need to adjust it at some point, it'll be easy enough to do. But I wanted everything to really hang nicely and make sure there wasn't any see-through or anything like that. I did go ahead and line this. I have some pictures that I can show you, but I used a tricot lining that I've had for years. Actually, I bought them years ago from fabric.com, and so I've not had to buy any recently. That is what I used for the lining, and I just simply attached it to the facing. Now, for the pattern instructions, she does give instructions if you do want to line the skirt. So I just followed that. But like I said, mine is a knit fabric, and I was just able to basically follow along with what I did as far as the seam allowances were concerned. It's very comfortable. Both of these pieces are actually, and quite warm. The fabric, like I said, is this Lurex, which I'm not really familiar with. Easy to sew, and because it's separate, I wanted to give myself that option. And honestly, I really wasn't sure if I would like the two pieces together, but I actually do. Like I said, I'm showing you pictures. So in some of the pictures, I did not put a belt, but in others, I did wear a belt, which kind of breaks it up enough. It looks like a dress, but it actually breaks it up enough so it's not like a big silver disco ball. So anyway, but yeah, very simple and quick to put together. Actually, both of these patterns were very quick. The same shirt as this, but totally different fabrics. And so that's also something to consider when you're making something, especially if you've got a pattern that you've made over and over again. Those different fabrics will have a different effect on what your end result will be. But basically, I think that's it for this video. Please give the video a thumbs up and like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, all the things that you're supposed to do, or I'm supposed to tell people to do. But I do appreciate you all for watching. If you have any questions or comments about anything, please leave it down below. I will try to leave you links to the fabric for sure, and to Angela Wolf patterns, and you can take a look at the different patterns that she has. I believe some are PDFs, but some she may have printed patterns again. So I can leave you a link to her site and you can take a look around. But that is it. Thank you all for watching. Take care, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye, guys.